Hello, everyone. Good morning. You're welcome to another session of our skill exchange program. And like we said, we're going to be learning how to use CapCut for simple editing. Yeah, I did this recording before time so that we can all have access to the videos after the classes so that there will be no, okay, I do not understand, and the likes. All right, so you're welcome. So, this is the CapCut interface on my laptop. So I'm going to be doing a video on my laptop and also on my phone so that those people without laptops can also benefit from this class. So this is exactly what it looks like. And here you have your sign in, your home, and all. So these are projects I've done before now. Okay, so let's dive right into it. So this is how the interface looks. So I come here and say new project. Okay, so it took some time for that to load up. So this is my CapCut interface. This is how my workspace looks like. So everything I'm going to be doing is going to stay around here. All right. Now this is your menu. You can click on it where you see file. You can see import file or export. Here your edits. You see undo, recovery, copy, cut, paste, and delete. So now all these things are not active because we haven't done anything yet. So you find your layout, your default layer, media first, layer first, adjustment first, and timeline. Trust me, for those people who are going to be using their phones, it's way more easier. I think I know CapCut better on my phone than on the laptop, but then we just have to do for both. Okay. So you can see more. You can see the terms of service, privacy policy, third party copyright, environment testing, and the version. So help, settings, back to home page, and then quit. Okay, so we want to know how to use this simple tool to make a little bit of edits. All right, so we can go right ahead. So the first thing we want to do is to import our videos that we wish to edit. You can import videos, audios, and photos from your device or something you have downloaded before. So this is the audio, and the audio will show you, music, effects, copyright, extracted, TikTok sounds, and all of that that you can select, download, and use for your project. All right. Then we go to text. In your text section, this is where you find the full text. When you start typing, you can see adding captions and the rest. You can see default effect, text template, auto captions, local captions. Then we go to the next and you find stickers, trending, Black Friday stickers, icon that you can add to your video. Yeah, so this are what they look like. And then we go to effects and you can see video effects or just body effects. Mind you, some effects cannot work on some videos. For some effects, it only happens when you have an image on the screen. So these are effects. And know that for CapCut, a lot of the options are actually paid. But then if you want to see the paid tools that you have there, you would see a little crown at the top. That's to show you that it is paid. Then you can go to transitions and then you see overlay. You can do overlay. Overlay is maybe you want to have a video on top another one, and that is it. You can have light effects, you can have camera, you can have blur, you can have basic. So if you use CapCut for simple editing, I think the free version just works fine. But if you want to go into professional stuff, you may need to have a pro version of it. So you can see masking, slide, and all. So the aim of this is not uh, teach you everything at once. You may have to do it by bits. And then you see your filters, landscape, movies, mono, how you want it to look like. Then finally, adjustments, how do you want it to look, saturation, lights, and the rest. So this is where your work starts. Okay. Yeah, so we'll be seeing that shortly. And then if you are done with your work and you want to export, you come over here that says export. So it says couldn't export because your timeline is empty. Yeah, that's true. So no problem, let's get started. So I go to import and let's look for a video to import. Gonna keep it slightly lower so that okay, so let's use this. Let's use this. Now this that will be too short. Let's think of something to use. A video. Oh, let's see. I don't really find anything to use, but then alright. So I'm just gonna use what's the recording from a sparse section, and we are going to know how that goes. Okay, so this is perfect. So we have this. So this is what we want to work on. And this lasted for over an hour, although this is really long. Maybe I'll have to cut off some parts so that we don't have to spend a lot of time. But let's play it and see what it looks like. Okay, if my volume is off. Okay, I apologize for that. I guess something was playing in my background and that really affected what we are doing. Okay, so thank you so much. So from this recording, we can see Imran's voice is really, really low, and we might not be able to post this. All right, so but let's just get to work and see how it looks like. So we have this on our screen, and this is the video we want to edit. So we have imported it here. So the first thing is to take the plus sign and say add to track. I guess you can see the plus sign. So add to track. Because if you don't add to track, you cannot do any work on it. So I am quickly added this to the track, and here you can find cover. You can find the sound. Okay, I think something is loading. Just a moment. All right. So, like I said, sorry about that mix-up. I think my app stopped responding, but that's fine. So we want to make this really short because this is over an hour, so that we can find ease doing our work. So let's just make it really short, and let's have this. So we have this for 14 minutes. So let's hear what it says. So you see Imran's voice is really low. So if you want to turn off the sound from the video, you can come over here and say mute sound or unmute. So you see hide track, you can always hide this. Then if you can say lock track so that no edit can work on the track anymore. And so that's how it goes. So this is how your track looks like. And let's see, you do not want your video to occupy the whole screen, you can have it reduced like this, because we want to add something else that shows, okay, this is Aspire Institute and we would like to have some text over here. So this is what you use to move in your track. Let's say you want to go to the middle, you just click on it and it takes you right to the middle. And yes, you start playing again, listening and all of that. All right. Okay, so Imran's voice is low. Yes, that's something we've noticed here. All right, so let's go right ahead. Now, the first thing we have done, we said import. We went to our files and we selected this video and we kept it on our track. And yes, for any edits to work, you have to put this in your track. You have to put it here. That's what I mean. All right, so we have done that successfully. So now let's see the next thing we want to do. Okay, all right, let's go ahead. What do we want to add? Okay, we want to add a song. We want a background song to play in the music. So we go to audio and then we click on this and we allow it to download. So once it downloads, we listen to the song. Is it something we like? Oh, it's already playing. Okay, let's say we don't like this. We come to the next one and select so it downloads. For this one already having a plus, it means I have downloaded it before. Alright, so this is how it looks. Then for this that I've downloaded before, I just click on it and so let's go with this. I think I like this. And so I just so it gets added to my track. So let's see how it goes. Okay, now if you check the length of the video, you can see this is over 1 minute and 54 seconds, and our video is originally 14 minutes. Okay, so we see that the size of this is 1 minute, and we have a video of over 14 minutes. So, well, there's something we can do. We can always, add the video again. So we just put our cursor or our line on where the video stops, and then click add. So you can add it again. So we've added it, and then we can say, okay, let's still add same sound. Yeah, we've added it because we want similar sounds all through our video recording. But something you can also do, you can also search and say, okay, sounds that are 15 minutes long. Okay, and say enter. So by the time you do that, you see it's loading resource. So you can find sounds that are 15 minutes. Let's say, okay, some here over 4 minutes. I think the last one I used was over 15 minutes. Okay, let's remodel our search. But this is just the basic thing so that it doesn't get you confused in any way. The more you begin to use the app, the more better you become at it. So this sound is over 22 minutes. And yeah, I saw one of 15 minutes the other day, but I can't really remember what I searched for. But then you can say sound 15 minutes long, sound 3 minutes long, and the likes. So let's say this is what we get, and let's reduce our video a little bit. So you see, to reduce it, I just go over here and then okay, so we have something around 5 minutes, and yeah, so our sound is already there. So good. We can now play this to see. All right. So if I want to adjust the volume and I say, okay, the sound of my video is low, I want to adjust the sound and see how it looks like. So this is where you can also do more work on it. So this is the video, this is the audio, and this is where you're gonna see the volume. So this is where the volume actually is. So let's say I increase it to the end, and there's also loudness normalization, noise reduction, and all of that. But to use this effect, sometimes you have to have the pro version of it and all. So, well, like we said, we are using it for simple and basic editing. So let's hear. So you see, it's a bit louder now. All right. So now to complement the sound, we can go over to the sound that we've added, select it, and then reduce the volume of the sound. So by the time you reduce the volume of one, Mind you, you can use, we added the sound 3 times. So that's, so let's say we reduce the volume of the other, and then reduce the volume of the third. Good. So let's see how it looks like now. Okay. I'm sure you can still hear the background sound, and you can hear that my video is way louder than the audio sound rather. All right. Although Imran's voice isn't so loud, but then let's make do with that. Okay, we might just try another video because of the sound. Okay, so this is basically how it looks like. Let's say we've added our audio and we have our video already. So now let's pause this and let's go to text. We want to add a text. So I can say default text and let's click on this add to track. So what do I want to write? Okay, so what do I want to write? I would say skills. So I would say skills exchange program. All right, so this is something I've got right now, and so want to make it smaller. You can click on this size and then bring it down. Okay, so this is it. This is the font size. This is the bold. You can choose the bold in it. This is the color. These are effects over here. And let's say I want the color to be red. So I go and choose red. Yeah, so I scroll down a little bit. Okay, I want the presets. And I'm gonna have a preset just like this, or like this, or I want something like this. Q exchange program. Or I want something like this. So whatever I want. Okay, so So you see other settings here. You see opacity. You want it to be slightly light. You don't want it to be too dark. You can increase or decrease opacity and the likes. Okay, so if you want a background, you can also add a background to your text. You want the glow effect. You want shadow. You want blurriness. This is where you find it. You want angle, curve, and then you want the bubble effect. Okay, so you see loading resource. Okay, I think I have to work on this video again. I want it to be as short as possible. I don't want to waste your time.